Hey, welcome to the Up on the D-Pad podcast. Brandon here with
Dig. Call me Dig.
Dr. Dig if you're into Monster Hunter. Or God of War, because that's what he's into now, from what I heard, Streets. Alright, so I wanted to lead this off actually on a different note. So apparently PSN has a bunch of sales on games that you might have missed and some that you probably want to miss. They have sales on great games such as Shadow of Colossus, Neo, Horizon Zero Dawn, both the regular and deluxe edition. And, they have other games like No Man's Sky also on sale. No Man's Sky. But y'all should pick up Shadow of Colossus, Neo, and Horizon Zero Dawn, I'm sure. And then
Neo is great, by the way.
Man, we still got to finish the playthrough of that. But okay, so Neo's great, and then the Humble Bundle, which is going on right now, is currently April 24th, and is going on for the next 13 days. So somewhere around 2 weeks from now, on Monday, it'll be over. And they have Dead Rising, the first one, Crazy Taxi, Dust Force, Resident Evil HD Remaster, the Mega Man Legacy Collection, Sonic Generation, and the Valkyria Chronicles remaster, amongst other titles. I picked those out because I'm a huge fan of Dust Force. I think the first Resident Evil, barring some voice acting, is actually really good. Everybody should play a Mega Man game in their life. They just have to experience that. Sonic Generations is the Hedgehog engine at its best. Valkyria Chronicles is a great RPG. There's Dead Rising, which kicked off the other parts of the franchise that we don't really want to speak of. And then there's Crazy Taxi. What more can you say about that?
I say at least give Dead Rising a try. That's first one was pretty decent, and Crazy Taxi is a good, nice little trip to the past as well.
Yeah. No, I agree. Dead Rising is great. At least the first one's great. That's at least I can say.
I say 1 and 2.
Okay. All right.
At least.
All right. So, let's see here. We have. Looks like we got somebody else to join again. Newcomer. All right. So, Player Unknown's Battlegrounds has a 20-year plan, including game modes and possibly esports. How do you feel about that? Let's start with that.
They should use those 20 years to at least fix up the game. But to be honest, I haven't really played it since it launched, so it's not Battle Royale thing is not really my type of game.
Okay.
So I kind of strayed away from it, but I know as far as the Xbox version, they really need to.
Oh no, for sure. 30 frames per second and less is not cutting it. Okay. Well, in that case, then I'll lead off a little bit. I also have not played too much of PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, and I haven't really dabbled too much in the Battle Royale landscape and everything. It kind of reminds me of Halo LAN parties, I'll say, but just going off of the fact that they have a 20-year plan for the game modes themselves, seems kind of especially when you take a look at like Destiny has more like a 10-year journey, and Anthem is supposed to be a 10-year journey and things like that, and I'm like, I don't know, you guys might be kind of ambitious with a 20-year journey without a story mode, without DLC, or without some lore. Grand Theft Auto 5 came out, I want to say like maybe
20 years is a long time. I don't even think this game would last that long.
See?
Not even close. Not even 10.
Yeah, it's like how many game modes can you add to say, hey, we're going to sustain this game mode? You're going to have a horde mode, a firefight, like, you can only create so many new maps, balance so many things, especially with everything being random. pretty much. So
Yeah, I don't know about that.
yeah, it's it's really weird to say the least, for sure. I mean, I don't know. I just wish that they would rethink this, but I know that they're kind of under the pressure with Epic kind of coming in and stealing their thunder. So yeah, I don't know if they're gonna do it, but like according to the battle royale craze, we got Black Ops 4 now.
Oh
Um,
no.
um, so they're supposed to be abandoning their campaign mode in place of a battle royale mode.
I mean, this story mode hasn't been anything of note as of late anyway, but for
True.
something like that, I still don't think that should be a thing.
Agreed. Um, I don't think that the I don't think they should abandon a campaign or a single player mode for a battle royale mode. I think that so. I guess it's my opinion. I feel like everybody's about to chase after the battle royale, or the battle royale genre. I even tie this in with like Red Dead Redemption. Not saying Rockstar can't do it good, but I feel like everybody is about to jump headfirst into the battle royale,
Big
and they're
mistake.
like, yeah, and it's like, and it's probably going to sustain them for maybe about like I say what usually gaming trends last a generation, so that's 3 or 4 years, and then after that they're kind of just like overdone because everybody is about to try to make a battle royale game. Like, and I don't, yeah, I don't know. I guess in my personal opinion, I feel like games should not abandon some of their tried and true modes for a battle royale
True.
mode. You know, like games like Battlefield 4, let's say, could benefit from like a battle royale mode because they already have 64 on 64 action. You know, all you have to do is just remove the teams aspect, and you have battle royale. But on top of that, they have like interesting level design. Like they're
Right.
in Battlefield, the levels there are massive. Well, specifically Battlefield 4, that was the last one I played. Their levels are massive, and the Levolution technology they have behind it is also pretty amazing. You know, like blowing open buildings and stuff like that makes for some very interesting gameplay.
Right.
Yeah, I just feel like everybody here is about to go after the golden egg, and some of them are about to come back real sad with that one rotten one. Like why didn't this work?
Yeah, that's how it always ends. They never learn from it either.
Never. You know, don't worry. They'll probably just close the studio. Not saying any of our big publishers would ever close a studio over a failed game, but if they were, you know. So
Certain ones.
yeah, with the initials of A and E. So apparently there is a college that is giving out scholarships of a $4,000 scholarship if you are good at Fortnite.
I don't like it.
I was gonna say, like, just let that settle in just for a brief moment. Think about it. Fortnite 4K if you're good.
Fortnite of all games.
Yep.
We need to stop, to be honest.
So yeah. Apparently they're giving scholarships away based upon the degree of skill and mastery, and apparently that's leading straight into my next topic. Apparently there are high schools that are also getting into like esports, and like I don't mean like they're like investing in esports players because that would be like sponsorships. That would kind of like make sense. Like apparently the high school sports programs are including esports, like basketball, football, baseball, Dota. Yo,
I
what's
guess.
going on?
Is he in
Okay.
there?
Well, he's in here. He probably hasn't said anything yet. He probably like hooking up his mic. Like, where's the mic at? Okay, go on. No. Oh, what were you saying?
Um, As a whole, I think, the incorporation of esports, is a good thing, even for high schoolers, because it
Yeah.
gives, the students more to get into,
Hmm.
and it also includes another hobby that somebody would, enjoy. But Fortnite, no.
Okay. So to specify, like Fortnite is for the college scholarships.
Oh, okay, all right.
The high school esports is gonna be like Dota. So they have like the normal sports and stuff, but then you'll have like Dota League, anything that's not shooter. So like fighting games count in here also. So you'll have like Street Fighter Five, Tekken, I guess Soul Calibur 6 when it comes out. You have all your Arc System. You'll have the Arc System Trinity. So you have your Blaze Blue Guilty Gears, Blaze Blue say tag, cross tag, and then you'll also have like DBZ fighters in here also. And will all of those games are pretty much like they'll have like coaches and everything. Like it went esports crazy. Like I was like, wait, where were y'all like about a good 10 years ago when I was like good at games, you know?
Exactly.
So yeah. Apparently, like now, like you can like quite there. I'm assuming that very soon in the future, you will be getting drafted, not for how well you pass a ball on the court, but how well you can hit them with that cross up, low, low short fireball, and that's
You know,
crazy.
I still think it goes because not everybody's into sports,
Agreed.
you know, and some people really aren't physically fit for sports, and it gives them another option. So I think it's all right.
Yeah, no, I agree with it. I'm glad they're making that move. I'm just also sad that I wasn't able to benefit.
Right.
I think it's
Oh, what's going on?
the
You gotta turn your mic up a little bit.
Yeah, you kind of low.
best.
Yes, there you go. Oh, wait. Say it one more time.
Where'd you go?
Oh, I
You hear me?
think. Oh, okay. Yeah, we got you.
Oh man, these AirPods are great.
Good old Apple.
Is it really good old Apple?
I don't know if he's talking right now. All right, so he's currently undergoing technical difficulties, so I'm about to fill in some space here. So yeah. I mean, like, it's great. I'm glad they have the program now. Hopefully, it'll segue into more programs with esports becoming a huge thing. Apparently, and I guess they're tapping into the multi-billion-dollar industry that is video games, which I'm glad about. But also, this will lead to more people becoming sponsored. This will lead to more people being picked up. You'll have your Razors, your Elevation, or I'm sorry, Elevate. Don't want to misspeak those. Misfit, EG, Evil Geniuses. You even have your official teams and stuff. And I guess in a sense, I would say that between, I guess we could kind of think things like most fighting games. Actually, the fighting game community, think Dota League, even Overwatch in the Overwatch League, that'll probably play some part in this somehow. Even though the high school sports will not have any shooters of any kind, which is kind of sad. So there will be no Fortnite, none whatsoever.
I think they could use. I think Overwatch, CS:GO would be like a good one.
I think
for, like,
so
high
too.
school.
But I'm assuming the shooter aspects and people saying things are violent is probably the issue here. So
I mean, if they're going to include fighters, I mean, that point
agreed.
is kind of mute.
Hey, look, I agree with you. They don't. They're just kind of like, oh well, we're gonna include everything except for shooters, which is real sad. So I guess speaking of shooters, so Destiny 2, the Warmind DLC is dropping on May 8th. Yeah, I know I got to clear out space on my hard drive again to reinstall it myself. But so, how do you feel about Destiny? Let's start there.
I don't feel anything about Destiny. I kind of left it alone after it released, and after that first DLC, I just kind of left it alone.
Yeah, the Curse of Osiris was pretty bad. Yeah.
I'm honestly, I don't really think I'm gonna go back to it.
Okay, that's fair. Just for the viewers at home, what platform do you have it on?
It's on PC.
All right, there we go. So yeah, I'm a PS4 player, and I have it. I actually currently have my own clan that's probably like lost like so many members I can't even count now. But yeah, I wanted to. I was just curious because I know the DLC's coming out, and so I'll say this from a person that loves the grind, for good loot. Let me be specific about that. I think the new DLC might look to address some things. Now, I remember telling people with the Curse of Osiris, like I played it and I was like, oh, this is pretty good. And then like after I was done playing it, I was like, so what do I do now? And that's kind of how, and that was the feeling I was left with at the end of Curse of Osiris. Like, of course, there was the raid layer there, but for some reason, somebody at Bungie thought it was a great decision to not make any of the raid loot like unique, like worth getting. So this one, apparently they're changing that, and they're actually making perks and everything that are unique, that are worth getting. And then they actually have like a in-game horde mode in there where like you can get you and like 3 of your friends and like a bunch of other people, and it works kind of like the Court of Oryx did in Taken King. I know you didn't play that, but I guess I'll equate it to a firefight. Pretty much you can start a firefight with objectives. So I was looking at that, and that actually looks to be a pretty cool, unique experience. They look like they're bringing back, so they're bringing that back. They're also bringing back ranked. They're bringing back ranked, Crucible, and they're also bringing in, hold on a second, Psychic Force and private matches. So they're bringing all those things back in, and I'm not excited for the private matches part because that doesn't really. I'm not a Crucible player. Like I will play Crucible if I have to, but I am not inherently a Crucible player. I am a raider. So like the horde mode kind of like actually is like, oh really now? You know, I get to shoot with like some of my friends back to back, and we get to like watch each other's back, and you know. Resurrect that one person that's gonna mess up and shoot the ground. So, yeah, those are the kind of things that I was thinking about and looking for and stuff. So yeah, that's what I was thinking about with the War of Mine DLC. So yeah, I know you're not interested, but you're probably gonna play it because you already bought it. You know, you're probably gonna be like me, like, all right, I bought this, we might as well play it and stuff. But I'm hoping that they end up doing something to change my mind. Yeah.
Can y'all hear me?
I don't think they're gonna change my mind at all.
Yes, we can.
I don't know what just happened.
Yeah, if you were talking that entire time, we couldn't hear you.
Oh my god, man, that's horrible. But just keep going. I'm here now.
Okay, all right. So
I'm not gonna touch anything else.
So real quick take. How do you feel about Destiny?
They need to come up with something a lot better than the crap that they just told us. Oh, you're gonna make a horde. You're gonna make a horde part of the game when the whole point of the game is to shoot. It's like we've been doing that exact same thing, and now you want to give us a specific like mode where we can do horde, like shoot endless hordes and stuff. And it's like we've been doing that before. That doesn't change anything.
Okay. So last question before I switch. What do you want them to change about Destiny? And go.
The biggest thing that I want them to change about Destiny is that they have to add something on. They have to add a different platform, kind of like everybody that played the first Destiny, you kind of got hype off of it because you were hype off of it. One of the biggest things about Destiny is that you can play with your friends, and it will be a lot more fun. Like in the first Destiny, some of those puzzles that you had to go through were interesting, but I think they would just have to revamp everything, to be 100% honest, because we're on what is this, year 2 going on year 3? This is year 3.
Technically we're technically in year 4. Destiny. This is Destiny. Rise of Iron was year 3. Destiny 2 technically is year 4. And we're going into year 5 with whatever happens this September. So, yeah. But I mean, I do agree with you. I do think that the whole puzzle aspect is missing from this Destiny versus the last one. Where like you had to be really clever or look up something online to like solve a bunch of things in order to get some of the exotics that you would get. They kind of dumbed it down here and was like, we're just tossing them out for free. Yeah, I think that was really bad.
Yeah, that was horrible. It was absolutely horrible.
Okay, so Capcom released Super Puzzle Fighter about 5 months ago, and now they're shutting it down on July 31st.
Oh my god!
Rest in peace, Pay to Win.
Was it really that bad?
No, it wasn't even really that bad, to be 100% honest. If you play Marvel Puzzle Quest, it was kind of along the lines of that a little bit. Probably a little more annoying, but Capcom just keeps doing this stuff where it's just like, hey, we're going to do this. No, we're not. And it's like, well, what are you going to do? Like, it's like asking a girl where she wants to go eat. It's like, yeah, I want to go eat here. And then 15 minutes later, it's like, no, I'm straight. I think I want to eat here. And it's like, well, what are you going to do? Like, if you're going to put out the game, put out the game. Like, it was... Like, it didn't have a bad following. It didn't have really bad reviews. It was an okay game to be a mobile game.
I heard.
Now all of a sudden, you're dropping it, but y'all part of Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, and y'all want to play with that. Nah, y'all need to pick something.
Yeah. Well, so to also add, the Capcom Vancouver team, which is the team that worked on that, is moving to the Dead Rising franchise. So apparently that's the reason why they're shutting it down. Yeah.
I'm okay with that.
Dead Rising doesn't really have me excited anymore.
So
it's not necessarily the best game in the world, but it's
true.
It's one of those games that you'll pop in every once in a while.
like if nothing else is out, you'll be like, I guess I could play some Dead Rising.
I guess.
Like if you ran through your 5th time of Dark Souls and you're like, look, I'm a little too tired of this. I guess I can play some Dead Rising. I guess.
I'm pretty sure everybody would have like something better in the library to look at.
Okay. So apparently, for everybody that is planning on being a Twitch streamer, Twitch is reportedly blocked in Russia in an attempt to crack down on a mobile app called Telegram. But they blocked all Amazon and Google IPs, except for YouTube. But Twitch is affected. So if you're a Twitch streamer and you hope to have fans in Russia, good luck.
I know that's definitely gonna suck. That's gonna suck for all people that play Dota, MOBAs, StarCraft.
Yep. Specifically.
Yeah. All of those people specifically will be hit, and Russia is actually pretty huge on those games. You know, so I think that would take a big chunk out of like streamers. So like buff up on other countries or try to focus on somewhere else, because if you ain't got Russia, you missing something.
Yeah, you missing a whole developed country right there. Yeah, so and then the last thing I have for the news. So YouTube has recently changed its monetization schemes. For anybody that doesn't know, apparently
for like the 300th time.
Yeah, for the 3. Well, it greatly affects it affects everybody now. Like before, they had like if you had like at least like 10,000 lifetime views, then you could be monetized. And
Right.
like our channel actually barely made the cut. Like we made about like 400. So I was like, yes, we could still like earn like 3 cents a year or something like that. But now you got to have 1,000 subscribers and at least 400 hours of watch time in the past 12 months.
Well, I mean, and on top of that, YouTube is a really difficult platform to get, you know,
Mm-hmm.
to get anywhere in, since
Yeah.
it's like saturated
Yeah.
with same content.
Yeah. With everybody going there.
I understand at this point. And
I mean,
I
you
mean,
pretty much have to do some off the wall shit just
Yeah,
to
you
get
do.
anything from
And-
YouTube.
And have a patron on top of it. You gotta do some off the wall stuff and say, hey, go support my patron. Like you're like, hey, you want to do videos?
No, look, the Patreon is only because they're not making money from YouTube.
True. Yeah, but that's like absurd. Like it's like there should be no reason why. Like I get it that they were tossing out free money for the longest, right? But there's no reason why like if I make a video on like doing a boss blindfolded or like doing a combo video or something like that, that like what I put out should be drowned out amongst everything else, since they're promoting like all the top people, and then they say, hey, good luck, scrub, get good, find a way to make it. Like if I wanted to go live in Detroit, I would just walk outside the door, am I right? Like I don't like I don't, it shouldn't be that hard to like try to struggle and survive, even in any habitat like YouTube or something like that. I should just be able to put my video on there. It circulates. I should be able to say, hey, I did this thing, and like give me 3 cents or something like that.
So the thing with YouTube, as well as a lot of these other places now, is you got to kind of have some gimmick. And I'm talking about something that'll draw in viewers. Hey, I'm giving away a $25 gift card and one in my videos every week.
True.
Spending
you gotta
money
have
to
boobs.
make 3 cents.
I don't want to necessarily, like, even though boobs is an easy draw, I'm not gonna put it on half boobs, because I don't think it's that easy. Man boobs are prevalent, but I don't want to see man boobs. But nonetheless, I think you're right. You have to be like legitimately good about it. You have to be ridiculous with some of this stuff, and you have to find little pockets and waves and games that people never looked at before. One of the biggest people that I watch is Desk, and he's a
Combo. He makes combo videos.
he makes impractical combo videos. He makes those videos like that you can link some of these moves, but it's not really worth it.
It's not really practical.
But like, okay,
It's not really
They're
practical.
great though.
okay,
It's like he'll have combos where you'll blow all your bars, but you'll only do like 800 damage. 800 damage when you can actually blow 2 bars and do like 950.
Yeah.
But he shows that, oh, that's interesting, that's fun. And when you get bored in fighting games, you'll do it. The same thing that happened with speed runs. People that did Mega Man and Mario, all of a sudden out of nowhere, they're like, okay, how fast can I beat this game?
hey,
And you're like, oh, okay, I'll watch this. So you have to find those little pockets to ride and do in video games to make it interesting to appeal to people.
true, yeah. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, I mean, like speed running in it. Well, okay, so like Desk has been at it for a long time. He like deserves all the credit he gets. Like, and like even speed runs, like Games Done Quick has been around. I think since before like 2010. And so like they run like since they've been running biannual events, and this all started off in like somebody's basement. I'm like, well, hold on now, y'all went from like a basement to like, like barely getting like $10 to now like getting like $100 on average. And like, yeah, like it blew up to a whole phenomenon. But like, that's kind of how the nature of like esports kind of blew up, I mean, like there was a culture of gaming that's like, yo, like we really like to see, we really like to watch people play games, because you know it's like if you didn't play sports, typically you play video games. And so, like, when you see somebody like, oh yeah, you know, he did some sweet stuff in video games, like that's one of the reasons why, like, watching like Daigo back in his day, let's say like Justin Wong back in his day, Yipes back in his day, like watching them back then was really hype, because you'll be playing the same game as them, but they'll like do some amazing stuff and lock you down in the infinite that you ain't never seen before, and you're like, wait, hold on, I could do that. You know?
Oh yeah, Marlon Pie.
Marlon Pie. Oh God!
Oh my God! It was one video where he air dashed back away from the character and then air dashed forward and still had time to hit him, and I'm like, wait. And I rewinded it like 15 times. I'm like, how do you even get to that point where you just so comfortable with a game? You're like, all right, I'm gonna just dash back and dash forward. You ain't gonna do nothing about it. You can't do nothing about it. You just go here.
Yeah, but like that's how, but like that right there is like how like the whole nature of like watching games is gone, and like I understand that like watching it is great entertainment. I just feel like YouTube also shouldn't be like trying to like restrict who can get the money, you know, because
well, that's why everybody is moving to Twitch.
True, that's why everybody's moving to Twitch.
Twitch is important because, well, even to Twitch is becoming saturated now. Like,
True. It is, but it's a better.
I think it's a better
to at least
environment.
Make some kind of
yeah,
that too.
Yeah, like it's at least a better environment to make money, because like the bar, at least the bar to become an affiliate isn't like get like. It's not it's not ridiculous at all. It's actually pretty small. Yeah, it's like to get subscribers and start getting a little money off of it. It's you get 100 subscribers and you got to get 3 views. You got to average 3 views on your streams for the past I think it's past 30 days or something like that. And that's actually not difficult to do. You know. Yeah, like I just feel like YouTube is just like just pulling the money away from people. Like I couldn't imagine like Marlon Pie doing a sick combo like that, or Death doing a sick one-handed combos he be doing now, and then say like, well, I'm sorry, you got less than 1,000 subscribers, you can't get no money off this. You know. Meanwhile, YouTube is still
on top
ads.
of that, you have to worry about the what is that, the video takedowns and stuff.
Oh, the content IDs, yeah.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. YouTube, but YouTube is like, we got to look at YouTube as like an infinite library of, you know, YouTube is where you kind of just usually post a video and then you walk away from it, and you can wake up tomorrow and then have 20 million views.
Yeah.
Where Twitch is more of like an in a moment thing, where once you go live, you can be live for like 3 hours and you'll get like 70 people watching what you're doing. And I think that 70 people watching what you're doing is way more valuable than like 30,000 people watching your YouTube video, because that can be the same person watching your video like 6 times.
Yeah, it could be like someone just hopping in for like 2 seconds and not watching the whole video.
Yeah.
Algorithm for that YouTube, the YouTube algorithm count is like, because I think that's important. Like, so I get a bunch of people to just hop in my video for 5 seconds and then they bounce. Does that count as a view? Like, anytime I pull it up, does that count as a view?
No, it's a time duration. So what they have it now is that you gotta before it used to be, if somebody like just clicks on your video, then like you'll get credit for it. But then people started doing like clickbaity thumbnails. So now they gotta watch a certain amount of your actual video. And then once they watch like a certain amount of that video, then you can actually get money from it. Yeah, it's. I mean, like, it's cool, but it's also like bonkers. like maybe you got to make like the most informative, the best video possible to like retain people.
YouTube is all kind of fucked up.
Yeah. No, agreed. All right, so real quick, let me get a quick head count of what everybody playing, and then after that we can call this. So, Vance, since you came in last, what have you been playing recently that you enjoy?
Man, I've been actually the girl that I'm talking to, she bought Uncharted, so I was playing that with her. That's a really good, a really cool game.
Lost Legacy.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think that's it.
It's got two girls.
Women. Chloe Fraser and
Yeah.
the other mercenary.
Yeah, Lost Legacy. Okay.
I played that. Shameless plug. Word. Yeah, tomorrow's my birthday. I'm waiting for somebody to just show up at my job with it, and because I'm like, my body is ready. Like my soul, my body is ready for this. Monster Hunter. We gotta play sometime.
Oh, for sure.
Like I definitely gotta free up some time, stop being a social person, and go back to being a hermit that I once was in high school, and play games for 8 hours a night. Per usual, I'm still playing Street Fighter and Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. That's probably in my heavy rotation right now. Though mainly those 3 games. Once I got a word, hop in because I know somebody getting it for me for my birthday. I'ma definitely like put everything down until I beat that.
Okay. All right. Dig. Good doctor. What have you been playing recently?
I am currently on my second playthrough of God of War.
Oh my god.
The hardest difficulty.
I'm so behind. I feel so bad.
Well, actually, I think I was like one of the first people on my friends list to beat it. So
Yeah, I haven't even gotten it yet. I've been poor. I'm not even gonna lie.
you're missing out.
Yeah, well, I just got paid, so I should be getting it soon. I'll be joining everybody in the upper echelon. So how do you feel about the game?
To be honest,
Yes.
it's I say the only thing that I actually compete with it, as far as I know this year, might be Red Dead. Yeah, it's a
Ooh.
might.
Okay.
It's a really good game of the year contender.
Okay. All right.
And I have to say, like, I don't want to spoil anything, so I can't really say much anyway. But I'll say Kratos as a character, he has been the most one-dimensional character
True.
I've ever seen, and they transformed this man into like one of the best written characters I've ever seen in video games.
All right.
Oh my god.
All right.
Knowing that enough, man. I turn 30 tomorrow. If you want to buy this game for me, I don't care if I have 2 copies of it. I'll leave one in the wrapper. Just follow me, find me. I'm on here. My name is Vance. I'm on Facebook. My name is Vernon. Just give me the game.
Like yo, like
I imagine this is what drug addicts go through.
He's like, look, I don't need money. I just need God of War. That's all.
yeah. I'll play all the copies you give me. Okay.
Yeah, like I'm gonna play all the copies. I'm gonna try to play them all at once too. Like just give me the game.
Okay.
Just sit outside of GameStop with the piece of cardboard that says "Buy me God of War, please."
I'm at that point.
Should you please donate to my God Slaying Fund?
Will work for God of War.
I'm gonna stand outside with a Destiny shirt with a cardboard sign that says, "You know what I've been through."
Destiny shirt. You know what I've been through. Okay. So yeah, the only thing I've really been playing honestly is just I've in the meantime I've just been playing a little bit of Monster Hunter, but I've really been on Overwatch Retribution. It's actually pretty good. I'm trying to get all the skins before it's over. Cause I really wanted Pajame and Sombra. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm waiting for I'm actually gonna be getting God of War soon, so there's that. But I also there's a couple games on Switch. I'm thinking about getting Hyrule Warriors again, the definitive edition, just so I can play it on the go.
Yeah, I actually want to buy that again. I like Hyrule Warriors.
Yeah, I was actually a big fan of Hyrule Warriors, so yeah, that's pretty much it. And then I'm just like counting down to like, you know, E3 hits. Apparently E3 announcements is coming out left and right. So I'm like, maybe next podcast we'll start getting into like some E3 speculations. So
What was that? What was that one game? My dude looked like Dante, but he was messing with dragons. He was half dragon.
oh, Scalebound, Dragon May Cry. Yeah, it got
the
canceled.
forgotten
Yeah,
game.
Dragon May Cry. If I'm not hearing nothing about that, then
Oh, you won't.
It's done.
You won't. It's canceled.
It's over.
So there was a rumor going around that they because Platinum Gaming was doing it. Somebody pulled it from Platinum Gaming and they was like, no, we'll take care of it. And I'm like,
No, I don't know, but I know that if they do, then they have it still with Microsoft. But I know that Platinum Games was working with Scalebound. Platinum Games and Microsoft was working on it. Microsoft was funding it, but they didn't like the direction it was going, so they was like, no, we canceling it. But like, I mean, if they come out with Scalebound, if they come out without Scalebound, without Platinum Games, the team that's got to be working on it's got to be amazing. But also, like, I don't know how I feel about it now. You know, usually like when that happens to cancel games, like they usually go south after that. So
Yeah.
oh, all I heard was that I need to go fight Microsoft. That's all I heard.
No, for sure. No. Microsoft has been messing up like this entire generation. I'm not gonna get into it because we did it last week, but yeah, I'm hoping this E3 will be a great revelation. Microsoft will come out and proceed to do something to save the gaming landscape, as Sony and Nintendo will crash and burn into the ground, so Microsoft can finally shine. I know big hopes and dreams, but you got to think big. So, but all right, cool, yeah. If there's no words, I will wrap up this edition of our podcast. And if anything, we will catch everybody else next week. Peace.
All right.